Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linke, and welcome to my studio, Stamping with Bonnie Lynn. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I am going to share with you a card that I made using the On the Horizon stamp set. And this is the card right here. And it is a landscape opening card. It's a birthday card. The one I'm going to make for you, though, is I'm going to have a sentiment out of it, a greeting out of the Charming Sentiments. And these are really cool. I love the fonts on them, so many different sayings, but they have their own die set. And as you'll see, they just hug it. They just hug the word when you cut it out. And it is just really cool. And plus it comes with all of these are extra little dies that come with it. You got stars and hearts. This one here will give you a notebook, like it's notebook paper that you tear out the holes on the side. So that will give you that look. A little piece of, this could either be a little piece of grass or it could be a shooting star. And then these are tiny little butterflies. And you got a birthday candle. So really nice dies. So there are 30 dies and there are 17 greetings on the stamp sets. So very cool. And this was made by, I believe the demonstrator name is Lisa Cario. She is stamping with Lisa, or Lisa Stamp Studios, I'm sorry. And when she reached $1 million in sales, she got to design a stamp set. That is something Stampin' Up! Does for their demonstrators. I don't think I'll ever reach that, but who knows? And that's okay. But this is really cool that she did this. And on her webpage at Lisa Stamp Studio, she did a diagram that has the shape of the dies, and then underneath she put what it was. Hey there. So you can go to Lisa Stamp Studio and print this out. There is no charge for it. And that is really cool. I like the stamp set and I like the dies. Okay, so we are going to get started on making this this card right here. And I'm just going to set it up so I can look at it while I'm doing it. And I have everything already cut. And we'll start right here. We take our card base and fold it in half. And all the dimensions are going to be on my website. I'll put a link in my YouTube page so you can go to it. And that was the bone folder. I just burnished the edge so it would fold good. And next what we're going to do, we're going to heat emboss the greeting. And I'm going to actually do it. I didn't pre-do it. I want to do it out of the middle of the panel that goes under my Designer Series paper. I don't believe in wasting paper. This is a Bossing and Buddy. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them anymore. Some of your craft stores still do. Or else you can get a sock and put some baby powder in it, and that works too. That keeps the embossing powder from sticking where you don't want it to stick. So next I need my Stampin' Pad because this is a photopolymer stamps that I'm using. So I want some cushion underneath it. And I'm going to use my Versamark, my nice dirty pad. And just tap that in there. And I'm going to put this right in the middle so it won't show where I cut it out from. Perfect. Okay, and I'll just move this off to the side. Get my white embossing powder. Okay, and I just, on the powders I use a lot, I keep them in these little Rubbermaid containers. Plastic containers. They're perfect. I don't know if it's Rubbermaid. It's not made as good as the Rubbermaid, but it's just perfect for embossing. And then I have my handy dandy paintbrush that I'm just getting all the extra embossing powder off. And make sure that looks good. Okay. Now put the lid on that. Maybe. All right. And then move this out of the way. Not too far though, because I will need it later. Okay, and here's my heat tool. It'll take a minute for it to warm up. And I'll just set it down here, hold the corner. Now sometimes people will use like a toothpick or chopstick to hold it down. And I believe that's all done. I like to just test it and make sure. Yep. Okay. There we go. Normally I don't make a mess, but I did this time. And I just vacuumed today. Shame on me. Okay, and so I marked which one it was so that I would get it on here right. Now these dies, whoops. Oh, there goes the tape. Now I do tape these in place, and I'm gonna put my head in here so I can see, because it is a close fit and I don't want it moving when I'm doing it. So I do tape it. Now, if you'll excuse me for just a second, I'm gonna go over to my cut and emboss machine and cut this out real quick. All right, here we go. See how well that cut out? Isn't that perfect? I love it. And my plates are very well used. So, oh, I already put tape on the back, so. Oh well. My plates need cleaning because that's why there's white stuff all over it, because that is from my plates. And if you see my plates, you would understand why I say they need cleaning. Okay, I need my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to hold this in place. Now, some people will glue their mats or panels, whatever you want to call it. I call it different items in my direction. Sometimes I call it just the cardstock, and this is Blackberry Bliss. We don't see too much of it, but this year they have done another number of designer papers using it. And it is such a beautiful color. I've always liked it. There we go. And normally when I'm embossing, I do not put the tape on ahead of time. I just did that to save time in the video because there was some powder that got stuck in behind it. Okay, and next we need to take our designer series paper and we need to do the birds on it. So this is my stamp set, and this is the King stamp set, which has, you can see it has the cushion under there, the padding. So I don't need to use the Stampin' Pad when using these stamps. And I'm using Early Espresso ink. I like the way this stamps better than my Memento Black because my Memento Blacks are, I'm in need of a new stamp set. Okay, and I'm just gonna take these birds and I think I'm gonna do them right about here. Try not to rock it because you don't want to get ink spots all over your paper. You just put it down, press down, hold it still, and then lift it straight up. And you should get a good clean stamp. Which we did. Okay, so I'm going to take this now. I'm going to center it on my Blackberry Bliss. See the hole from cutting out our saying right there? So I'm just going to cover it up. That's why I said make sure you do it in the middle. I'm just going to cover it up. Now, if you're using a saying that you need to hand cut out, like I did on the card I showed you, which said, relax and enjoy your day, which is this one right here. What I did, I actually took, because I thought I was going to do it differently, I actually took the die that was with the Horizon dies, this one right here, and I cut it out with that. And I thought, oh no, I don't like that look. So I then grabbed my paper snips and just cut around it. And I liked that look a lot better. So all I'm saying is take the die that, if there's a die in the stamp set that will work, take it. If not, you can use your paper trimmer and cut it out some. Or just don't cut the outer edges. Just put it down and cut it out in the middle like so. Or take, like if you have a square shape or something, that will work too. Okay, I'm going to take my mini dimensionals. I'm going to take 2 of them. Let's see if I can get them side by side there. I could have probably just taken one large one on this. Whoops. Get it in the right spot just for you. Right there. You can put some embellishments on it if you want to. I elected not to. I just wanted a nice, simple card. And that was the way I did that. Okay, now I'm going to take, for my envelope flap, I'm going to take my liquid glue. And I just store this upside down. I actually use my tape dispenser for regular Scotch tape. And it fits nicely in the back of that. Let me see, so I can get somewhat close to the edge. I need to open it up. Okay, and I'm going to take this. Now I got the purple, which the Blackberry Bliss with some blue. It's gorgeous. That blue is really pretty too and will match the mountains. So I think I am going to leave the blue up this time. And I put that at the top of the flap, and I just press down. And we'll let this dry, and then I'll just come with my paper snips in just a minute and cut that off. But while I'm waiting for that, I am going to, remember this is a landscape card. So I'm gonna, this is a piece of 3/4 inch, I believe, paper. I normally do 7/8, but I forgot on this one that that's what I normally do, so it's only 3/4. Hold it down, just put that down like so. And I cut it a tad bit short, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna take this and center it on my panel of Blackberry Bliss. I pull off the one end so it will stay in place. Now I can do all the other sides. And remember, if you would like to become a demonstrator during the month of May, you get $65 free of in-color products. And I would love to be your, have you on my team. I don't have a team name yet, but I would love it if you want it to be a demonstrator, if you would contact me, and I will help you get started and be in touch with you throughout the year. And as the team builds, we would share ideas, and it would be a lot of fun. So if you're interested, please email me, Bonnie@stampingwithbonnielynn.com. And I can either call you or we can communicate through email. There we go. There's that. Then I'm just going to take this. Now you're going to see on this blog where I have another card listed too. And the dimensions of the papers are all cut the same, but instead of being a landscape card like this one, the other one is portrait layout. So I wanted to give you a couple ideas of what you could do of simple cards. There you go. It's just that easy. And you could have this be any type of card you want, just for you. It could be anything. And I think I'm going to have it be a graduation card for one of my great nephews that is coming up in a couple weeks. So he'll like that. I'm sure of it. He likes modern art, so more artistically inclined than what I normally am, because I could never make a paper like that. That is just gorgeous. I love this paper. I mean, Stampin' Up's paper this last year has been fantastic. And also, I use the limited edition stamp set, and I stamp on the back of my cards. So on this one, I did handcraft it from the heart, and it has the Stampin' Up logo, which means I can go ahead and sell it under their angel policy. So there we go. There's that one, and then the envelope for this. Okay, and as I said, I did a portrait card, and that's this one right here. And this one is in Evening Evergreen for its underlaying panel or mat. And what I did, because there are dies, the Horizon dies has a couple fences, so I cut those out, and I took one of them and I cut it shorter. I actually cut some off of each end. And then I took the pebble embellishments and put them down here. The thank you is from the Charming Sentiments stamp set. I stamped the birds on it. And on the inside, I just put a piece of the Designer Series paper down the side. I used the Evening Evergreen for a mat, and a little note of thanks. That's actually out of the new stamp set, Sweet Songbirds. And I thought it was perfect for this. This paper makes a beautiful card. They are low on stock on it, so I didn't think it was going to last till the end of June. So I wanted you to be able to see it so that you could have one last chance at ordering it before it was all gone. And there you go. And there's the way I did the envelope in the back. And you could actually even stamp the birds or something along the front of the envelope down at the bottom. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you are looking for a demonstrator to place an order, I would love it if you would order through me if you don't already have one. And I do post usually twice a week some type of card recipe. And I appreciate you checking out stampingwithbonnielynn.com and for watching my video today. If you would like it so that YouTube would like me even more, I would surely appreciate it. Thank you and happy stamping. Bye.